everyone. Thank you so much for being here. It is amazing to be able to do another show with you guys. And as you guys can see, I am doing a whole lot better again today. Which Candy was like, "Oh, you want to do? You want to go live?" I'm like,
impromptu.
You should have asked me that before I had some cookies. She was like, "Well, if I asked you earlier, you would have said, you should have asked me that before we had dinner."
Right. So did it matter?
So it doesn't matter. Here we are. How is everyone doing? Oh, so apparently SpaceX made its big debut of sending up that rocket, and now it's like everyone's like, "Oh, it failed." I don't feel it failed. I feel that there was a bigger agenda with that, more like sending up, what do you call that? Nanobots.
You said is something that's sprinkled up there.
Yes, nanobots.
Yeah.
Sending up nanobots. It's what I'm feeling. Just a thought.
Bling.
Bling. Bling. It goes boo, bling.
Oh, that's funny. Carrie says, rocking right along. Oh, for a minute there, I thought she said rocketing right along. That would have been
Well, apparently.
right.
Today. And then it exploded.
Hi, Diane.
Hi, Michelle. Hi, Josephine. Oh.
Ooh, we got some Facebook viewers too?
Yep.
Ooh, cool.
Yes, we do.
Cool.
Yeah, today is a big day with a lot of the energies and a lot of the misinformation of what's happening right now. And I believe that there was a bigger agenda that was used for that rocket. So.
Mm-hmm. We'll wait and see. Yeah, Diane shared some very interesting information with me in regards to some foretelling of what might happen in November of 2023, and these people who take a pretty good look into things have been what would you say, Diane, like pretty accurate? Yeah. And they kind of saw things that of what we're seeing. So we'll see where we go. Can I be any more vague? I'm just being really vague. Sorry about that, but I'm not sure how detailed I can be with that.
Because of boob tube.
So
boob tube.
Right? Do you remember with Ross, it was always like, "Welcome to High Vibes Up."
Right?
I don't even know how that got started, but that was funny.
I don't got those titties to do that anymore.
Oh, thank God. Because, if you had it there, you'd have it everywhere.
I would have it everywhere.
Yeah, so we're glad you don't.
Yeah. So apparently when my last doctor's visit, I'm 180. I'm 180 now. I was 140 when I first started my chemo treatments.
And you went down to 132?
I think 132, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
That's the lowest I was. And now I'm 180, so now I'm like, okay, I need to kind of like slow down on my scarfing of food.
Yeah. And all of us are noticing little bits of ourselves turning on, and really connecting into who we're supposed to be. And that's beautiful, but it's also confusing because last night I went to go pick up my husband from the airport, and it was not too long after I got in the car, I started to feel these waves of discomfort, and I had no idea what that was from. And I'm like, okay, could it be this? Could it be that? Well, come to find out that my daughter was having a really bad experience, and that was happening at the exact same time. And I'm like, whoa, that's really interesting. So now I need to really watch what's going on and tune in to find out what's happening and ask my team. And I did. What's going on? I asked them that, but I think I was a little too distressed to hear them. So, gotta calm my jets.
Well, we did find a few homes for some of our kittens and one of our cats that we've had for
6 months?
about 6-7 months. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
that was
cried
kind
off
of
and on.
that was kind of hard for her. It wasn't hard for me. I'm like, okay, you guys can go. I got my cat. I got my little kitty. I'm okay. But our energy bodies are really starting to tune in at a exponential rate of feeling others that we are highly connected with. So do not be surprised if you start having all these, energy portals opening within your experience. You start having all these negative feelings happening within your experience. And you're like, why am I crying? I shouldn't be crying. Well, it's not yours.
Yeah. I had to learn something about my cat leaving. I all of a sudden was feeling like I betrayed her, and my husband and my son said, "No, Mom, cats do not act like that, and she needs to find her human," and she has. So I was able to shift my perspective after talking about that and seeing what they saw from an outside external view. So see, look at that. I'm growing too. We're all growing.
We're all growing.
Learning.
We're learning together.
I hear you, Victoria. Yeah.
Oh, yes. We've all been very emotional.
Mm-hmm.
Very emotional.
Yeah.
So this is probably going to be our last live for the next, 2 weeks, maybe. Hopefully not, but maybe. And the reason why is because tomorrow we're going to go pick up my 2 nephews and my niece, and they're going to be staying us for about 2 weeks. So we're going to be busy with kids running all over the place. Yay!
3 kids. Yep. We're excited.
3
it's going
is
to be
many.
busy. 3 is many.
1 is a couple.
Right?
1 child is a couple. Oh. Hi, Mike.
Okay, so Smiling Monkey says, "Hi, Kidd Candi. Have you heard about Pentagon failing audit for 3.8 trillion? The last time that same thing happened was on September 10th, 2001. The next morning on 9/11, the 2 towers fell."
Ooh.
No. Uncle Kidd.
Yeah.
No. That's the first time I'm hearing about that, Smiling Monkey.
Yeah, first time I'm hearing about that too.
Hmm.
That's very interesting.
Very interesting.
Well, a lot of stuff is coming out. Did you guys know that Michael Jackson, I'm allowed to say his name, right? I think so. Michael Jackson owned half of Sony. Did you guys know that? Because I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
None of us knew that. And that came out of his own mouth. I own half of Sony. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Somebody found that and posted it on TikTok, and I'm like, holy shit. No wonder they tried to off him, because if you own half the company, the company can't do something without both parties' acknowledgments. So if he owned half of Sony and didn't want Sony to do something, well, they couldn't do it without his permission because he owned half the company. So, ooh.
You know what's really interesting is that if you look at all the players, right? And we're now finding out that, what was that beautiful woman's name?
Dolores Cannon?
No.
Abraham Hicks?
She was around with Elvis. Didn't necessarily hang out with Elvis, but around that time, blonde chick.
Marilyn Monroe?
Yes.
Marilyn Monroe.
Okay.
All you had to do was just, a beauty mark right here. And I would have already knew.
So her, Elvis, Michael Jackson, Prince, all of them were all part of the ops. That's what we're seeing. That's what we're learning, right? And we're just like, whoa. So, yeah, I mean, they have had their people, they, as in those, have had their people, owners of certain companies, and our people came in as with owners of certain things so that the agenda could be taken care of. It's been really interesting.
And the TikTok that I found just earlier talking about the 13 bloodlines. So the number 13 represents the 13 bloodlines. And if you think about it, the numerology of everything that's around us, kind of like the 49ers, 4 + 9 = 13. And then you have
McDonald's,
M is 13. There's a gas station that had the big M, and that's 13. And then you also have, which surprised both Candy and I, Jesus and the 12 disciples, that's 13. Like, seriously, 13 is all over the place saying, look at this. It is the 13 bloodlines everywhere in the Bible, in the books, in politics,
where
in
we eat.
everything. The 12 what and the one judge?
Oh, yeah, the 12 jurors.
The 12 jurors and the
the
one judge. 13. Like, it's been right there in front of our faces and we didn't even know about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like seriously, oh my God, that just blew my mind. I'm like...
Right? That's crazy.
And I know that Jason Q talked about it. I just couldn't remember. Didn't remember most of it.
Oh my gosh, he talked about so
So
much, and he
much.
was on our show for what, 2 years? And then you got sick,
13 months.
and I went on that journey with you, and that just kind of like everything else took second fiddle, right? Second.
Oh, and the 13 zodiacs.
Oh, look at that.
Because you have all the zodiac signs, which is 12, and then you have the cat, which is the 13. It's like, oh my God. So much. It's crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No 13th floor in a hotel. That is true.
Really?
That is true. In a lot of hotels, there are no 13th floors.
Oh. What are you drinking?
ASEA.
Oh.
The ASEA packets. In my bottle of water.
So that's the energy and the...
The mind and the energy, yes.
Wait, the mind?
Mind.
Oh, yeah, the other one's mood.
Mood.
Right.
I don't like the mood.
You know what? It's not my favorite either, but it's needed. Sometimes I have to take it before nighttime so that I calm my ass down.
I have special herbs for that.
And you know what I mean.
Pass it to the left, buddy boy. Pass it to the left.
Baker's Dozen 13.
Right? Oh my God. Voodoo Donuts has 13 donuts.
Voodoo Donuts, right? I worked on the 13th floor for years. Diane. Crazy.
Oh my God. You bloodline, you. No.
Way to go, Mike.
Oh.
Pass it to the left. Now pass it to the right. Hey, I get a double hit.
I take it in gummy form. Yeah, hell yeah, Carrie. You go, girl.
Right?
I can't do edibles. I'm a non-functional high.
Oh, yeah. Someone said 13 months.
Yeah, huh? If I got high, I would be doing nothing right now. I would not be going live. You'd be seeing me like. Oh, my lungs.
Past the Dutch or on the left-hand side.
Pass it to the left.
City of Trees says the 13 crystal skulls. Is that too?
Oh, yeah. I think I remember hearing about that. Sounds familiar. There was also 13 crystals in the Atlantean city. Those crystals. Now that I think about it, everything at 13. Holy shit.
Think there's anyone with 13 fingers and 13 toes? Okay, so someone posted, it was... It was a group.
You got extra thumbs. Quadruple thumbs up.
Oh, that's funny, Carrie. So this a group posted about the Sasquatch, and a train had caught the Sasquatch moving across the tracks, and when someone posted that, they said he's on his way to what,
Washington?
What part of Washington?
I don't remember. You just said Washington to take a dump.
That's what they said, yeah.
And she's like, how would they know he's going there to take a dump? I'm like, because everybody shits in Washington, D.C.
I shared it on my timeline, so hang on a second.
So, you guys have heard about that. It was over in L.A. area, right? That bridge? The fire?
Yes. Yes. Los Angeles area.
So, my sister brought up a good point about that. They killed all the homeless down there through the fire.
Well, we can assume so.
Because
We
that's
can't
where
make a
all,
claim.
Well, yeah. For BoobTube, we're not making that claim, but that's what was brought to our attention. Same thing with San Francisco. When they cleaned up San Francisco, I bet you anything that they off those people too.
Did they hide my post?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
What post?
About the Sasquatch.
Oh.
Because I shared that. Oh boy.
Well, they've been hiding a lot of things. Oh my.
Now I won't be able to find it because it was in some group I did not join. Yeah, so that just hit my funny bone. And then my husband's name's Eric, and he said that going through San Jose airport was a really bad experience. There were so many people sent back to get their tickets reprinted, and I'm like, wait a minute, why aren't they addressing the fact that the tickets are being printed wrong? And if it's a person doing that, fire his ass or get him some training, right? And he said he was in TSA for a half an hour because the people ahead of him, they were practically doing cavity searches. He said it was just so maddening. And then he got onto the flight. This is pretty cute. He got onto the flight, and he says there was this older gentleman who's sitting close by. And then all of a sudden this woman comes on the plane and says, "Excuse me, sir, but is that seat taken?" And he said, "Yes, that my wife is going to be sitting there." And she smiles, and my husband's watching this, and she goes, "Can I be your wife for an hour?" And he said, "You may. You may be my wife for an hour, but you may not talk to me."
You could sit there and be quiet.
Yeah, that's so funny. just a cute exchange. And I said, and did they talk on the way back? He goes, oh, yeah.
These airports, man, they're going down to shits. But
you know what? We don't experience that at the Portland airport. We don't. We don't experience that at some of the other airports that we've been to too. But the ones in California, that has been really rough.
like when they sent me back to go get a new ticket because my ticket was all messed up because they missed something in my name. Hello, that's why you guys grabbed the ID so you guys couldn't,
Exactly.
verify it. But apparently they're just like, there's your ticket.
I don't know, right? So glad to be out of Cali.
Washington here is actually really, I love it here. It's amazing. The people here are, what do you call that? Very family oriented. Very family oriented. I love it.
It's slower paced. My husband was reminded of how fast paced California was. He was in the Bay Area for work, and he said it was a rat race, man. He comes back here, and all of a sudden he can relax.
I wanted to go get something to eat, but he's like, I'm too tired. It's no wonder. You just came back from California. You're going to run your ass off.
Well, I was watching a video there. Newsom was talking, and it just got my gagging reflex going.
Ugh, gruesome Newsom. My lungs are having a hard time today.
That's Nancy Pelosi's?
San Francisco is Nancy Pelosi's.
No. No. What I'm saying is, Newsom is Nancy Pelosi's relative, right? I think
they're related.
Nephew or something?
Something like that.
Yeah.
They're all disgusting. So Robert says Lahaina do and acapella do, but then I also came across a commercial on TikTok that somebody posted that the Mountain Dew has a commercial out going, take a look at this. They're telling you what is right there. And the guys went into an elevator, started drinking Mountain Dew, looked in the mirror, and the mirror flipped, and you saw nothing but a reptilian standing there. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah. And he was the reptilian. They're like, see, right there in front of your eyes. Open up your eyes, people.
Oh, Diana, you're referring to Newsom?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, he is so wicked.
Who isn't in the
Just my opinion.
politics?
Yeah, you know what? In Sense8, I love this part when the guy who drives the bus, who lives in Africa, and he was being interviewed, and they were asking about politicians, and he said, I don't know, who am I to say what the people need or want or what they should think? He said, but, I'm a bus driver, and people would expect me to take them to their destination, and if I stop taking them to where they need to go, then they should stop riding with me because I'm not fulfilling my purpose. He goes, and I would assume that people who work for a government office should be the same. That if they're not taking the people where they need to go, where they want to go, then they should get them out of the office. And that's where the problem lies. And the guy who was interviewing him says, and how's that? And he goes, well, that's when they stop being a public official and turn into a politician. It was a beautiful speech. Beautiful.
If you guys have Netflix,
Thank you.
I was about to say, yeah. Thank you. Oh, you're talking about candy. Never mind. But if you guys have Netflix, Van Damme, yes.
The Van Damme bus.
Look up Sense 8. Like the senses. S-E-N-S-E.
Yeah, and then the number 8.
Number 8. It is a wonderful series, and the people that made it also were the creators of Matrix.
And also Jupiter Ascending.
Yes, that one was a good one too.
Right?
God, they were so connected. So connected to make those shows.
All right, Mike, thanks for popping in.
Mike, I thought you said I got the runs, kid. I was about to say, well, you better run to the bathroom. Good night.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
I got the runs. I'm seeing words that are not there.
You're multi-dimensional.
I am multi-dimensional. Seriously. Hi, Deborah.
Oh, so I am still learning about what oxalates do to me, and have any of you checked out oxalates and what the symptoms are? Oh, Mike says, I found out Munchen did a homeland. Ha ha ha, no worries.
I thought you said a munchin. Munch, munch.
I found out Munchen did a homeland. Did do homeland.
Homeland Security?
I don't know. I've been wrong before. I'm not going to guess. They say that those who make assumptions are an ass.
Assumptions. Right.
Right? Diane, I know you and I talk about that. Yesterday, my eyes got really blurry, and I'm wondering if that's a symptom of that.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Brave Bird Saved says, arthritis. Yes, I could barely walk, felt 80. Hard to stop eating curry.
Ooh, curry. Curry's good.
Felt 80 from oxalates. Wow. I know. Today I felt pretty doggone good.
Until we had those cookies.
Oh, I feel fine. Well, there's a twinge.
There's a twinge.
Yeah.
Like my lungs are going.
So, you know what I've been doing? It's like, you have to laugh at yourself. So you eat something that you shouldn't eat, right? Cookies. And then you grab the several different capsules that control sugar in your body and control allergy reactions in your body. And then you make yourself a cup of tea that do the exact same thing, and you're like, okay, I got this under control. When you just shouldn't eat the shit in the first place. Like, why eat the shit and then go do unshit?
Because it tastes so good.
It does! I was so in the mood for it.
Spinach, black pepper, and turmeric. Spinach has really high oxalates.
Oh, yeah.
Super high oxalates.
Turmeric, too, huh?
Yeah.
Yep, and almonds. And,
Almonds.
And they say give turmeric to your pets, too. I would imagine that pets could have the same reaction.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Counteract the symptoms, yes.
What do we talk about now?
I don't know. What do you want to talk about? Remember on, what was that called? With Mowgli.
Oh, Jungle Book.
Yeah, Jungle Book. When those two vultures are like, "Hey, what do you want to do?"
I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do?
Oh, don't start that again. God, we could quote movies. It's fun to bring that in.
What, the movie quoting?
Yeah.
Get down! Hey!
Get to the chopper. Yep, the same guy who played Terminator. The same guy who was once mayor of California. Or of, yeah, California, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, honestly, if we really had South Park characters as our politicians, our world would be running so smooth right now.
Tell me why.
Because Cartman, he'd be president. Screw you guys, I'm going to.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Governor. He was governor, yeah.
I said mayor, governor.
He's a freaking governor.
It was.
Didn't he die or something?
I don't think he's dead.
I heard from someone that, did you know he died? They're probably all dead.
He's getting up there, though.
He is getting up there.
I mean, his body looks really worn and weathered.
Well,
he put it through the mill.
Oh, yes. Look at these messes. You can't do what I do.
Right, Diane? Oh, no, they killed Kenny again. She said he would take all the heat.
He would be the perfect scapegoat because he comes back every day. No.
That's freaking hilarious, Diane.
So it's kind of funny. I was watching a TikTok and this guy was like, so South Park is able to talk about everything that's happening now. And the reason why that they can and everybody else can't is because the two creators just don't give a shit. I'm like, that's correct. They don't.
Yep.
So we have South Park that talks about the nowadays stuff, which they were talking about the flips and the turns and the twists and the everybody getting switched out and Disneyland and all that type of stuff. And then you have The Simpsons, which talks about the future. Like, holy shit. They're both...
We're getting our news from cartoons, guys.
We are getting our news from the cartoons. Because they even talked about the jibber jabs.
All grown up.
They even talked about the jibber jabs.
Yep.
Both of them did.
Oh, we feel so grown up watching cartoons.
Oh, we do. Hey.
No, kitty, that's my chocolate pot pie. Chicken chocolate.
Ew. Victoria says, I heard the Dems want The Rock to run for president. No thanks.
Oh, interesting.
All bronze but no brains.
The bronze should go back to their toilets.
They should.
I mean, the bronze? I mean, the Dems.
The bronze. The bronze from the Bronx.
All right. I heard what you said, and that just stuck.
Oh, my goodness. I'm hot. Anybody else hot? I'm hot. So hot. Oh, it's so hot.
Got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Does that feel better? Should we put on the fan?
It's already on.
No, the other fan.
Hot? Why is it so hot? Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So, you want to do some card readings?
I think I could do some card readings.
There was something else I was going to say, and I just cannot remember it. Who wants a card reading?
Robert says 19th Russell J. Gould is doing a live stream. What a coincidence! Same day as XRP could go live. Oh,
wait a minute.
Look at that.
XRP could go live on the 19th. That's tomorrow, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Ooh. I did not know that.
And he also says, love to know if the EBS is Sunday or Monday. Ooh. Well, they've already done one EBS, which everybody got and I got, but nothing happened with that. Everyone's like, do me.
Yeah, right.
Do ya.
Let's see. So, so me. So, Diane, is she first? Diane?
Mm-hmm.
Carrie? Let's see.
Well, let's hope that...
Tennessee Granny.
Well, I'm putting out the energy that the EBS is going to happen really, really, really soon. But apparently, the government is going to be shutting down for a little bit as well, from what we've been hearing, and also that the internet and everything might go down, too. So much going to be happening.
Oh, you know what?
Huh?
I forgot to put the chickens away. I'll be right back. I'm going to go ask Dad to do that. Poor things are going to get eaten.
Eaten.
You need anything from down here?
No. I'm good. Diane, Carrie, Pam. Tennessee. IG. Brave Bird. Deborah. I wrote between your lines.
Oh, did I miss Victoria?
Yeah, so. You, me, you, me, you, me, you.
Oh, I did. I missed Victoria. And Pam, too.
Oh.
You got Pam.
And Candy also wants one.
And Robert. Did you write down Robert?
Uh-huh.
Robert.
Don't worry, Victoria. We got you.
Okay, there's a lot of people for you to do readings for. So Robert, what makes you think that the EBS is going to happen tomorrow or Monday? Did you come across some information that you can share?
That you can share.
Right. Tennessee Granny, her name is Vicky too. I'm not going to remember that. You guys, if you don't have your name like right there, I'm not going to remember next time. Unless I do.
Wait, what? Who?
Right? Today's date. Today's the 18th. Tomorrow, we have a birthday to celebrate.
Oh, we do. Zane's, right?
Yep. So this is for Diane.
Uh-huh.
Diane, you ready? He doesn't sugarcoat things.
Well, you are going through a hard time right now.
Excuse me. Sorry.
And it is Painful. Very painful. And you've been also very impatient. You've been on the go, go, go. Always going, always doing. Never giving yourself a little bit of time. This time, that time, anytime. You are go, 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 go. So right now it says you need a little bit of patience. Because there's going to be a transition. Now, the transition is the death card. You got the death card. Not meaning an actual death, but more of something that is...
leaving your experience?
more like giving. Because take a look at the skeleton. He's giving the Shinigami, which is the god of death, the goblet, or what did they call it in Indiana Jones? That cup, the chalice. Forgot the name of it.
The one where he drank the wine out of. I forgot the name too.
Well, you know what I'm talking about. You are going to be given an opportunity. And this opportunity is going to be able to allow you to shed through the autumn of what is to come to help you to get rid of and to the Holy Grail. Thank you. You're going to be given the Holy Grail to be able to get that opportunity to shed the old energies that are coming out of you to be able to have that new beginnings. Now the beginnings card is all about the adjustment, shedding, new, and release. So there's going to be a big adjustment within your life that you're going to need a lot of patience for. And this patience is going to get you a long ways. You'll know what that Holy Grail is going to be. It's all about being vigilant. Being vigilant. Strong. Because it's going to be tough. And like I said with the autumn, the shedding, this card has the word shedding on there. New and release. Yeah. Victoria. All right, Victoria. Apparently you have somebody within your experience that is trying to get you to do something that you probably shouldn't be doing right now. Oh, dear Jesus Christ. What does he have to do with it? Everything. You're going through a big moment right now. Because you got the healing card. And this healing card is all about cleansing, keeping hydrated, dissolving what shouldn't be there, and purifying all that is how do you say that? Bringing the purification into your energy heart space. Because there is someone within your experience that's bringing a seduction. You got the seduction card. And this seduction, this person that's in your experience, has been exiled. It's an exiled card. I don't think that... Oh, there you go. Exile. This person has been exiled energetically and is bringing you to the place to where you shouldn't be taking part of what they're trying to bring into your experience. Someone Ah. Some ones. And I don't think it's a person that you know physically, but more of the information from certain people. Kind of like the truthers on YouTube, Rumble, stuff like that. There are certain people that are seducing other people. Believe this, believe that. Bringing the seduction that shouldn't even be there. They are, how do you call that? Leading the flock the wrong way. So you need to stand in your resolve, Victoria.
That's like a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Practically. Mm-hmm. So stand in your resolve and what you know is right and what you know that you need to believe in. Because that is what's bringing that confusion into your experience right now. Oi. Breathe.
Okay, so that was Diane and Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm doing a clearing, you guys. There is some heavy stuff to clear. It's making me feel exhausted.
Carrie. That card loves to be pulled out. Ooh. 2 Raven cards.
Oh, that's interesting. And they're the opposites.
Oh, yeah. One's looking one way, the other one's looking the other.
And the meaning of it, too, is the opposite.
Well, Carrie, you got messages. Messages. Synchronicities, memory, mind, and healing. So there's a lot of synchronicities that's happening in your experience. Like a lot of things are coming to fruition of what you've been manifesting within your experience. And you're also having a lot of memories come up. And a lot of these memories are not here to serve you. They're here to say, hey, it's time to let me go because I no longer serve you in this experience because you are vibrating at a higher aptitude in the energetic field. So it's time to get your mind right and bring the healing with truth. You got the truth card. Now the 2 Raven cards is patience and defiance. Patience and defiance. Now, as you could see, one is looking one way while the other one's looking the other. Let's flip at this. Like that. Back to back. Through patience, you're going to be able to see what is really defying your creations for the manifestations that you're trying to create. Not trying, but you are creating within your experience. It's kind of like you have a defiant, what do you call that? Waiter that is waiting at your table, waiting you. So it's time to get things right within your energetic heart space because your heart space is out of balance. So it's time to see the messages for what they truly are. Look at the synchronicities. Look at the past. What has these synchronicities done for you in the past? And allow it to guide you to what is happening now, because a lot of the synchronicities are coming forward for you. It's time to stand in your truth. And as you can see, a lot of us are being guided wrongly through this moment. Don't you agree? Mm-hmm. That's the second time that we have. Victoria's was the first one. Now we have Carrie that's also with being guided wrongly.
She says, my heart space is grieving. I was dealing with grief yesterday.
They're going to take advantage of that
They can.
That weakness.
Because although I was grieving, I still needed to stand in my power, and you do too. We cannot give the enemy an open door or an invitation through a little crack. So, you know, there's just a very careful footing that we have to have when it comes to letting emotions go and not attaching to it, to feel it, but not let it consume you. And yesterday, I let it consume me, and I opened up a crack. So I took care of that once I got the message.
All right, Pam. Ooh, this one's heavy. I'm gonna get 2 adversaries. And they're both looking the opposite with directions too.
Interesting. And looking at each other. That one right there is a beautiful card. That message.
So for Pam, you have the card Authenticity. Now, authenticity is the highest frequency out there. It's even higher than love because love gets you to authenticity. So we no longer should be stepping into love. The reason why you don't step into love is because when you step into love, you need to step out of love. So the way to use the love frequency is stepping through love to be able to get to the authenticity, because when you step into love, you step out of love. But if you step through it, you're not stepping into it. You're using it as a forward motion to get you into authenticity and being the true you, the individual you, the unique you, the self you, and the love of who you truly are, the authentic self, being the authentic self. Now, the reason why I say this is hard, this is a heavy card reading, is because you have the thief and the adversary. You have somebody or something trying to steal your energy, steal space in your heart space, and they are an adversary to who you truly are. So right now is best to have that resolve in yourself, that no matter who is reaching for you, you're always at the top. Always see yourself at the top. Never see yourself below anyone or anything, always above. Never use it as I am better than, but I am unreachable to those that are here to harm me. That's the way that you need to see yourself right now, Pam. And right now I could tell that you most likely see yourself as a doormat. You are a doormat to a lot of people, a lot of energies, and you shouldn't be seeing yourself like that. You need to be the authentic self that you know that you are, and that people have told you that you are. But there isn't that strength, that belief that you are. So it's time to have that resolve that no matter what thief or adversary that comes into your experience, you are that authentic self and that you can get out of anything that is there to harm you. Just be above it. Whee.
Diane says it takes a lot of strength to allow yourself to grieve.
It does. Isn't there like 7 stages to grief or something like that?
I think you're thinking about the 7 stages of anger. Grief being one of them.
You sure it's anger? It's like when somebody dies, you go through the 7 stages of...
You get angry, and then you move to disbelief. Something like this, don't quote me. And then you move to...
You step into one, and then the other, and the other, and
Yeah.
the other.
Well, maybe disbelief is first, and then at some point you get angry, and then you move through it to where you accept it.
So, Pam, that reading is for you, but it's also for everyone here. Because we're all going through a hard time with these energies that are coming in, and all of these adversaries and these thieves in the nights that are trying to bring us down, and everyone needs to just stand in their resolve and be above all of that, and know that you are untouchable to all those that are here to harm you, but we're shoulder to shoulder to those that are family. And that's what high five up is. Family. We're all family.
Absolutely.
PJ says, Candy, open your PM. Woo! All right. So, Tennessee. I don't think I've done a reading for Tennessee before. Well, you got the Warrior card, Tennessee. You got the Warrior card, and this Warrior card is focus, assertiveness, rise, and action. Rise as in rising up and taking action. Focusing upon the assertiveness, focusing upon what you know is true, what you know that you need to do right now. Because right now, it feels like that things are kind of like at a split end. You kind of like have a, what do you call that? You're at a fork in a road. That's why you have the exile card. It feels like that your roots are growing into nothingness. See down here? The roots growing into nothingness. Like you feel unstable. You feel unstable. Now, the reason why that you feel unstable is because you are here learning new things. Well, we need to kind of change that aspect from learning to remembering. You're not here to learn. No one is here to learn anything. Because guess what? You've been here many different lifetimes doing many different things. And you've already done what you've already done before, which means that you're not here to learn. You're here to remember how to do it. So you need to be in the remembrance, not the learning stages, because the learning is strictly nothing. You are not a teacher's pet. You are not a student. You are the teacher itself. Everybody's a teacher. Everybody is a teacher in their own right. You are a warrior in your own right, and you need to have the passion to move yourself forward, to love yourself first, because guess what? Remember what they said in the Bible, do unto others that you want done unto yourself, right? Well, it's actually do unto yourself how you want me to do unto you, says Source. Love thyself too. Love thy neighbor. Respect thyself too. Respect thy mother and thy father. You don't respect thy mother and thy father. You respect self. You love self to respect those, to love those. Everything is all about self to them, never them to self, because everything is backwards, right? So it's time to be that warrior. Get out of the exile way of thinking of being in that learning curve, but being in that remembrance curve of having the passion of doing things for you first. Because if you love yourself, you love your kids. You love yourself, you love your significant other. You love yourself, you love those around you. Oi!
You okay? You need your oxygen on? Is it struggling?
Just a little bit. So, Tennessee, you've been loving everybody else so much that it's time for you to start loving yourself first. Yeah. I know exactly how you feel with that.
So what would be the spiritual reason behind seeing your shadow with the moon?
What do you mean?
I mean, we know that there's physical reasons, but if there was a spiritual reason to notice that the moon is casting a shadow, and maybe not even one but two.
Well, we remember that what the stars have been teaching us with light and shadow, that shadow is not evil. There's a really big difference between dark and shadow. Dark is the evil. Shadow is just the opposite of light. It's where everything is connected. Because if you think about it, during the daytime, you go outside, you see your shadow, you look at your shadow, and you don't see any blemishes, you don't see anything that's wrong with you, you just see your shadow. It's just there in perfect form. You're skinny, you're healthy, you're correct, you have hair. You have whatever that you desire to be in the shadow. Shadow's all about connection. Now, if you go outside during the nighttime, yes, sometimes the moon can cast a shadow, but most of the time, it's all shadow. It's all connected. It's all about connection. That's what shadow is. It's all about connection. It's always the opposite of light. So, to give you kind of a rundown of how I found out about shadow, is somebody tried helping me to feel better, and they're like, okay, so bring light into your body, bring more light into your body, and I'm bringing all this light into my body, and my body's starting to writhe in pain. It's like I'm just, so much pain was happening. I'm like, you know what? I need to stop this shit. This is bullshit. It's not helping me. It's not doing anything. But then my stars are like, you know what? Bring in the shadow. I'm like, but isn't shadow evil? No, think about it. Shadow work. Shadow work isn't evil. Shadow work is working in the opposite side of the light beings, which I started bringing shadow into my body, and I started feeling good. I started feeling at peace. I started feeling at ease because I'm a shadow being. Candi here is a light being. She doesn't bring shadow into herself to keep herself calm. She brings light into herself. So we all are completely different. If light doesn't work for you, use shadow. Oy.
So, if a person is being, if this is being pointed out to a person, then they could be talking to them about they do shadow work, especially if there's two shadows. And again, I'm not talking about the physical reason for that happening, but what is the message that your team wants you to see? Because they're the one that tapped you and said, hey, take a look at that.
Diane says that there's an old radio show called The Shadow, and one thing, Kidd?
There's always one word that her phone fucks up. Always.
Always says is, the shadow, alas, knows. Yep, the shadow does always know. Because it's in the perfect world. The world where we strive to be. The world where we want to be, but we don't see it like that. We just see what's right here in the mirror of what we look like. We're like, well, this is imperfect. In the shadow world, you don't have glasses. In the shadow world, you don't have oxygen. In the shadow world, you don't have fat. You're just perfect in every way. And that's the way we need to see ourselves in all times, even during the day in the light.
So, as I was meditating and doing the, what is that stuff that you snort up your nose?
Oh, hape?
Hape.
Or cocaine!
And the crystalline tree grew. Oh my goodness. I still have it. Of course I do. Well, none of our team said, let's look at, the shadow or anything like that. But during the meditation, Kidd was like, oh, that's really interesting. And so he then inquired about his tree, his crystalline tree. And his crystalline tree was the opposite of mine. Mine was crystal diamond, and his was shadow.
Mine was all black. I'm like, ooh, it's black. That must be evil. And my guys were like, would you stop it with that shit?
And we always tend to say, wait a minute, it's black. Is that bad? No. And he began to really see, and I began to really see that we were not taught that. I haven't come across any type of teaching that taught that some people are light beings and some people are shadow beings in the way they heal, in the way they bring energy into themselves. So that was interesting. Wait a minute. Diane just said, great pull, Carrie. So Carrie said, Lamont Cranston, the shadow, fought against evil while hidden in shadow.
IG.
Are you doing IG?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, IG, your turn.
That is a great pull.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what's with everybody getting the freaking Defiance card? Oh.
Even if you mix that 100 times, they would still pull it.
Yeah.
Because that's what's meant to be pulled.
Exactly. So, IT, you got confidence. The confidence card. And the confidence card says assured, motivation, oneness, and positivity. Assured. Being assured.
Love you too, Rebecca. Yeah, we miss you also.
We are getting cranky.
Who's getting cranky? Wait, Carrie?
Defiance is cranky.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry. I'm back on the page. Whoa.
Okay. So, IG. The reason why that you have the confidence card is because your guides want to make sure, like the assured energy, is that you are motivated, because the motivation is going to help you to see the seeker. Look at that, the first cat card, the seeker. The seeker is going to be coming into your experience to help you to find what is truly missing. So you're going to be having somebody that's going to be coming into your experience that's going to help you to get out of the defiance of self, the defiance of knowing that, or the defiance of going against what you know is right for you. And they're going to help you to get back into your resolve. Now, you've lost confidence in a lot of things. And it's time to get that confidence back, to stand in that power that you truly have. Not just for the positivity, but you need to bring the positivity, the negativity, and the neutrality together as one for the oneness and not have it separate. Because the oneness is going to get you into that true strength of confidence for self to get you to that next goal that you have set. You've set a couple of goals and you're aiming for one right now, but you won't be able to get there if you don't have that confidence. You were going to say something?
No. You remember when I said I ate cookies and then I took stuff to counteract it?
Uh-huh.
One of those things is Benadryl, so I'm starting to feel a little loopy.
I wish Benadryl would do that for me, but
Sorry,
no. Guys. The only Benadryl that does that for me is through the IV frickin' Benadryl. And I only get that once every 3 weeks. Oh. So, it's time to be confident in your gifts, IG. It's time to become one with the positivity, the negativity, and the neutrality. Now remember, the negativity isn't really negativity. It's what you make it out to be. You want it to be negative? Well, it's going to be negative. You want it to be positive? It's going to be positive. You want it to be neutral? It's going to be neutral. It's what you want it to be. How you perceive it to be. And the seeker is going to be coming into your experience to help you to move through that and to strengthen that part of you at this time.
Absolutely, Sherry.
Uh-huh.
That was IG still?
Hey, I'm loopy too.
Oh my God, my head. Like, I'm glad I did the clearing before I got loopy. A brave... you just did IG, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so a brave bird saved. If you guys see me, like, all of a sudden...
Hey. It's like that white dog. Ha!
I don't even think I have the energy to go.
Okay. A brave bird saved.
Oh, I'm in... Oh, my God.
Maestro. Okay.
Oh, the maestro? When you said that, I didn't know it was the word on the card. And I was thinking, what, is he crowing?
So the Maestro card came out for you, and it's one cat card along with another cat card. So you got 2 cat cards. Now this cat card, the Maestro, being the conductor of your own experience. So, Maestro, being the conductor of all energies that come into your experience. Now energy is exactly like music, the conductor, the one that guides the musicians to play the music the way that needs to be played, right? Which means that you got the frequency card. The frequency that's going to be coming in is the music that you're going to be tuning into your life. So flow, sound, vibration, energy, and healing.
Man.
Going into the flow. Now, being the maestro of your own life, I'm just going to call you Freebird. Brave Bird. How about Soul? We'll call you Soul.
Why soul? That's saved.
Oh, saved?
Yeah. You can call her a little bird.
Oh, just Bird. Bird.
Birdie.
Bird. So you've heard of the fall of the Cabal, the fall of America, well, you also have the fall of your own life, technically. Things are going to be falling out of your experience. The fall of who you are. Now, it has been foresighted that this is going to happen. Bird is the word. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Yeah.
All of a sudden, I saw the yellow bird on Sesame Street. Show me which way to Sesame Street.
So somebody probably came into your experience and said that they saw the fall. Something is going to be leaving your experience. The fall of your life. Well, you are, remember, the conductor of who you are, the conductor of the frequencies that come into your experience. So if you do not go with the flow with the frequencies, your frequencies, what you desire it to be, the fall will happen. But keeping that right mindset, standing in your power, being who you know that you need to be without any, what do you call that, judgment or confusion, or questioning your own powers, kind of like what we've all done while we are learning to be who we are. If you question it, the fall will happen. You need to go with the flow. You need to stand in your power. You need to stand in the words that you speak. So kind of like practice what you preach. Is what it's saying in short terms. Practice what you preach. Go with the flow.
It's interesting when a maestro is up there conducting for the whole music team. I mean, he really gets in it when there needs to be drums and trumpets and what have you. That is a lot of focus and a lot of work. Yeah?
It really is. Deborah was like, Carrie, I was going to say that, but didn't know if anyone would know what it meant. Oh, I did!
Oh, bird is the word?
Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. It's a song. Oy. It's a really old song. All right, so Deborah. Hi.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I've come across someone that I resonated with when they said when somebody shuffles the cards and they're going like this, like, waiting for something to go. That's not the way to do it. Because you're forcing it to happen. That was allowed to happen. Because it was slow, and I wasn't like...
We learn from each other, don't we? Oh, and look at that card.
Well, Deborah's awakening.
Oh, she's got some...
This
now,
is...
remember that all these readings are for everyone, if you resonate with it.
Oh. So Deborah's learning to be sovereign, huh?
Oh, yeah. You don't have to air out your butt for everyone to benefit from them. You can just benefit.
If you fart in church or sit in your own pew. And everybody smells it. That's called the awakening of the farting manifestations. So, Deborah. Oh. This is the first, like, positive reading that I had today.
Everyone needs a little bit of that. I know, I'm relishing in it.
Well, even the negative ones were fun. This one's positive, and now I feel like, oh, there's no fun in it. Because I'm not... All right, well, that was your reading. No.
Oh, bye.
Oh, Deborah. You got the sovereign.
Guys.
You got the sovereign card, and this one's all about the ascension, transformation, visualization, and sacred, like sacred energy, sacred space. The sacredness of who you are. There is something that is awakening within you, because you got the awakening card and the manifestation card, and as you can see, they're both facing each other. The manifestation is looking at your awakening, and your awakening is looking straight at your manifestation. And your manifestation wants to be able to manifest right now, but it can't manifest at this moment because the awakening process is happening, and they both can't happen at the same time, because when you awaken, guess what? Your energy's at a really high level, and you're trying to break through something, and when you break through something, well, you're breaking your manifestation, so it's kind of like, what do I do? So your manifestation is at a standstill at the moment, so right now you just need to be able to have a little bit more love for yourself, because right now you need to stand in that sovereignty of who you are to be able to have that awakening process through the ascension and transformation, okay?
So, Victoria Papa said, a little boy said, if you hold in your fart, it travels up your spine and you have shitty thoughts.
Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I keep yawning. And I know it's contagious, so I don't mean to make you. We're probably all yawning behind your own camera. Oh my gosh.
So, sovereign thoughts, sovereign feelings, sovereign emotions, sovereign everything within your own experience. Everything needs to be sovereign, meaning everything needs to be yours. Everything needs to be free. Now remember, through emotions and through feelings, never use them at the same time. Because when you use them at the same time, it brings that confusion and it brings that energy and that manifestation of what you don't want, because the confusion happens and then you start questioning if you're doing it correctly because your emotions are out of whack and you're starting to go, oh my God, my feelings, why am I crying? I just feel all these emotions. That's what happens. So, what you need to do is either use your emotions or use your feelings. Never use them at the same time. And that right there is going to help you to stand in that sovereignty of knowing that you are free to do what you truly desire to do. It's all about that visualization and standing in that sacred heart space. As the awakening process is happening, because remember, the awakening cannot happen at the same time as the manifestation, because the manifestation always gets put on hold when you're breaking through the next barrier, the next plateau. So just be patient, because your manifestation is there waiting. It just won't be manifest yet until after you break through.
And that was Deborah.
Deborah.
Okay, we have Robert next.
Robert
W., which is on Facebook, Robert Whiteside. Robert, you still there? Robert, come on down. Give us a thumbs up, babe. So I was at the grocery store tonight with my husband, and he was behind me. I was getting a couple handfuls of avocados, and I turned around and said, "Sweetheart, would you get me a bag, please?" And the guy standing next to me goes, "Here you go." I thought that was so cute.
We love you guys too, Sherry. All right, so Robert.
I don't think he's here anymore.
Doesn't matter. It's okay. If he is, if he is. If he isn't, if he isn't. He isn't.
Hopefully you can pop on by and see it, but it'll benefit everyone.
So, Robert, you have the card Echoes. And we've also been learning about the word echoes and what echoes truly are. Echoes is part of ourself, kind of like a past moment, a second past moment of who you are. It's ancient, culture, roots, customs. Well, that's what it says on the card. But it is an ancient, what do you call that? An ancient technique to be able to see your echoes. Where you've been, what you've done, where you're going to go. It's kind of like the echo in a cave, or what dolphins use, the sonar, or what bats use as well, which is also the sonar, being able to see what is truly in front of you while you're traveling blind. So basically what this Echoes card is saying is that it feels like that you are walking through a fog at this moment, and this fog is kind of like the shedding of the old, which you are walking through all these leaves that are falling, and you just cannot see the path that's in front of you because the leaves are covering your path right now. So you just need to focus upon your inner guidance system, because a lot of information is coming into your experience saying go this way or go that way, but what is it that you feel? Do you go this way? Do you go that way? Or do you go the way that your gut is saying, which is that way? 3 different choices. So, it's time to get out of that energy mindset of being unstable, like the exile card, and listening to your inner guidance system, which is doing its absolute best to guide you to the manifestations that are coming into your experience as things are shedding from your life. So, as we've learned from our trees shed the leaves, and the leaves represent what? The leaves represent people, places, things, anything that is inside your experience that is not a main branch. Friends, some family members, acquaintances, things are all leaves. They come and go with the seasons. Autumn, things are going to be leaving your experience. Do not focus upon the leaving, but focus upon the growth that is happening as they are leaving. You are not. Don't be in that mindset of separateness, which is also exile, but be in the mindset of oneness, togetherness. Hi. One more. Candy.
Are you able to do it?
Yeah, I think so. That echo system is very important.
Mm-hmm. So, one time, someone brought up about Alexa. One time I said, I had been asking Alexa some questions, and then I said, Alexa, I love you. And all of a sudden it breaks out in song and says, singing back to me that she loves me too. And I was like, wow.
And then she came downstairs saying, hey, kid, tell her you love her. Oh, another thing that I've been using the ecosystem with is when I feel uncomfortable going into a energetic space, I send my echo. I send a different part of me into it and see what happens. And usually the echo gets destroyed. So I'm like, okay, I'm skipping that and I'm going this way.
So, guys, our calendar to schedule with us comes online middle of December, excuse me. And so if you want something now, then message me or schedule something in December, and we'll figure something out.
Okay, I shuffled those cards and Sovereign came out again. Oh. What do you mean melting? Are you saying she's a candle? Melting. I don't get it. What do you mean melting?
Think about it. Melting in winter. What happens at the end of winter?
It melts.
Mm-hmm. So her winter is melting away.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. And what about the seeker? Is that a description, or is that an
I think it's a reflection. In this reading, it's a reflection.
Okay, then you got this.
So, you also got the Sovereign card, and this one's all about the ascension, transformation, visualization, and sacred, meaning like sacred space, sacred sacred self, sacred heart space, sacredness. You've been feeling very uncomfortable for some reason, Candi. I don't think her winter is melting. I think she's feeling somebody else's winter is melting, and she's feeling left behind.
That's amazing.
I feel that, Candi, you are feeling like you're being left behind. Doesn't it feel like that? Other people are ascending, other people are going, other people are getting these things, but I'm not, type thing. And you are in that seeker mode of seeking how to get it, how to do what they're doing. Yes. Got it. So,
Abandoned?
Abandonment, that's a big one, yes. Feeling abandoned, feeling left behind. Kind of like the Left Behind series. Ooh, I hated those. But feeling left behind. Everybody's getting something that she's not, and she's been working her ass off. And we know how hard Candi works. She's a really hard worker. And she's not getting what everybody else is getting. So
people have a tendency to take advantage of someone who is so sweet and so beautiful.
that is true.
Yeah, and if Candi has not developed her boundaries, or she's having one of those moments where, you know, the day where it's not very strong, and we all have them, then she could be reeling from, as you know, an experience where that happened. Hmm.
So you need to stop being the seeking and start being the seeker. Start visualizing what you truly desire. Stop questioning what you're seeing. Stop questioning yourself. Stop questioning every step that you're making, but see every step as that transformation. See that ascension as you are standing in that sacred space of yours, your own sacred space, and allow whatever that is holding your time, holding you back, to just melt away, brush it off your shoulder, and not give a shit. Because guess what? You are a goddess in a vessel. And this vessel can go anywhere that you desire, as long as you know that this vessel is your sovereignty, your sacred space. You make your sacred space where you desire it to be. Yes, your home could be your sacred space, but this body, this vessel is literally your sacred space. And wherever this vessel goes, it's sacred. It's safe. It's your place to be. Oh. Ooh, those are some really deep readings.
Yeah, it was. Loved every single one of them.
What? I'm sitting in my own pew. And it itches. I can't just go down there and go like this.
Oh, Nog is on.
Oh, Nog. Hi, Nog.
We remember.
Nog, Rog, Bog.
Yeah, right? We remember.
Everybody's an Og.
The family of Ogs. That was funny.
Oh, right?
Yes.
Oh.
And they loved our nickname for them.
Yeah, right? Mm-hmm.
Family of Nogs.
Oh, miss you guys. Oh, it's been... Oh, this was fun.
Yeah.
That one reading, though, where the stars are just like, bleh, really fast.
Rubbing our crystal ball. Stars speak to us. I already did.
Oy, okay. Okay, I think I'm done for tonight. Let my lungs rest.
Mm-hmm. I want to let my whole body rest. That Benadryl is kicking my butt.
Oh!
You know, it's the worst when you're like tired and you're like trying to stay up, right?
You know, when I first had the experience of the IV Benadryl, I'm like, oh, so this is how mom feels. Because the Benadryl pills don't do that to me. I could take 3 pills and I'm still like, okay. Well, she's over here going.
And even if I have been taking quite a few of them for a week because my diet has just been crappy, even if you would think my body would get used to it, and it's just not doing it. And every time I take it, I'm struggling like this.
Oh, see, Robert was here. He just didn't say anything. Rude. No.
Honestly, it was our pleasure. We just love being with you guys so much.
Uh-huh. It was fun.
Thank you for letting us speak joy and wisdom and guidance into your life, that which comes through for you.
Oh, well, thank you for allowing us to do this. It was fun.
Thanks for letting me. Yeah, no.
She's over here.
Huh? We're in the short bus, right? Carrie's got the munchies.
Nog is asking, can you use Claritin? I don't think Claritin works with
no,
allergic reactions.
When I'm having an allergic reaction in my gut, nothing else works. It's the Benadryl. Yeah, tried it all. Trying to avoid this. I just have to be really good with my diet, and sometimes it's like tonight, I went to the store, I intentionally bought cookies with bioengineered food in them and ate them tonight. Intentionally. So, yeah, but that was good going down.
It tasted so good.
Right. Oh, so Kidd was telling me he was on TikTok and he said this person was reading cards and was so rude and grouchy. And they said, if you're going to send any donations, don't even bother with the little stuff. You send big stuff. That's all I deserve.
Triple digits.
Yeah.
I only accept triple digits. Keep your pittance to yourself. I'm like, rude.
And I said to him,
Stupid bitch.
And so were people sending triple digits? And he goes, yeah.
No.
Oh, I thought you said
No,
yeah.
you didn't say triple digits. You just said, are they sending gifts? I'm like, yeah, they're sending gifts, but they weren't sending the triple digit ones.
Oh, that's what I said.
And she kept on complaining about that. Stupid slut. How dare you treat people like that? Ah! Your gifts are... Yeah, you can ask for donations, but don't be fucking rude about it. Jesus Christ.
Right?
I'm like, rude? Ugh. Next. And then she popped up again. I'm like, block.
I know, Diane. Crap in the belly. My belly's all bloated. I feel like Santa Claus on my belly.
Yes, Santa Claus on my...
I
got the Grinch on my belly!
Yeah, seriously. So, yeah. I left a link to schedule on the calendar and just reach out to us by email. HVU.
HVUmega.wordpress.com. Or you could just go there for all our links.
No, for the email. HVU Lives.
Oh, yeah. HVULIVES@gmail.com.
Yeah. Reach out there or on my Facebook.
Facebook. Facebook.
And Diane, we got to do you soon.
Do ya.
Do ya.
Gotta do ya. Do ya. So all of our links are here. In one spot.
In the description.
Linker.e. Linker.e. E. /hub. Chop.
All right, guys, we're going to go. Oh, I'm so happy. I can close my eyes after this.
Love you guys.
It's like that one Barbie movie. Can I stop smiling?
Can I stop? From Toy
Toys?
Story?
Yeah. Can I stop smiling now?
Can I stop smiling now?
My cheeks hurt.
All right, you guys.
Mwah.
Thank you so much for being here. It was an honor to do this. We love you guys. And no, activated charcoal helps a little bit, but not really all that much. She needs hardcore.
Thanks for asking, but no. I tried it.
She needs the hardcore poppers.
You know, the best is avoidance. Is
Right.
just to not eat it.
Yeah, but we don't.
It's
Or we do, I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, every now and then, give myself, that. It's fine.
Right.
We work through it.
We work through it. All right, you guys. We love you. Stay strong. Stand in your power. Be who you know that you need to be. And just keep on doing what you're doing because you're doing it correctly. Because whatever that you do, well, guess what? There's no wrong way to do it. So just keep on going. We love you guys. And we will see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Probably not going to want to hear this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Always go with the choice that scares you the most. Because it's the choice that's going to help you grow.
Wow.
I can't do negative today. Positive vibes.
Hey, best friend. Wait. To the person seeing this, I know you're tired. I know you're fed up and so close to breaking. But remember, you have strength within you even when you feel weak. Keep fighting, best friend.